Stoicism offers powerful tools to overcome many of the challenges we face in life. At its core, this philosophy provides the means to maintain inner peace regardless of external circumstances. Today, we will discuss 7 critical elements that you need to silently remove from your life. Each of these elements, often unnoticed, can contribute to daily stress and unease. As you watch our video, you will learn how to identify and eliminate these factors using a Stoic perspective. If you want to benefit more from this type of content, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's begin this journey and take an in-depth look at these 7 life-disrupting elements. Section 1. Emotional dependencies. Often in life, we develop emotional dependencies without even realizing it. These dependencies can manifest as excessive emotional attachments to loved ones or specific habits. For example, constantly seeking approval and love in a relationship can emotionally drain us and hinder our true happiness. Stoicism offers techniques to recognize these dependencies and gain control over them. First, we must learn to observe our emotional responses. The feelings we experience in various situations tell us more about our inner world than about the external world. When we recognize our emotional dependencies, we can begin to analyze them gradually and free ourselves from the emotional burdens they cause. During this process, questioning the real needs and expectations behind each emotional reaction can transform these dependencies from destructive to constructive, opening us up to healthier relationships. Section 2. Physical possessions and material accumulation. In today's society, there is often a perception that success and happiness are synonymous with the accumulation of physical possessions and wealth. However, hoarding too many belongings can unnecessarily tie us down and diminish our quality of life. Stoic philosophy encourages us to question our attachment to material things and realize that true happiness lies in non-material aspects of life. Consider the unused items in your home. How many of them truly serve a purpose in your daily life? Stoics emphasize that everything should be in the right measure. With this perspective, by reducing excess in our homes and lives, we can create a more organized and peaceful living space. Minimizing our possessions allows us to redirect the time and energy spent on them towards more productive and meaningful activities. This process not only frees us from unnecessary burdens, but also helps us become more conscious and liberated individuals. Section 3. Negative relationships. Relationships are often one of the most influential factors in our lives. However, not every relationship is healthy or beneficial. Negative relationships can drain our emotional energy, decrease our motivation, and distract us from our own goals. Stoicism advises us to objectively assess our relationships and eliminate harmful connections from our lives. Initially, recognizing imbalance in relationships is crucial. If you consistently give more to a relationship than you receive, it can wear you out in the long run. Is such a relationship truly healthy, or is it merely continuing out of habit? The answers to these questions can guide us in scrutinizing our relationships. Furthermore, toxic relationships often involve manipulation, constant criticism, or devaluation. These behaviors, devoid of mutual respect and support, can severely impact an individual's self-esteem and happiness. Stoicism emphasizes recognizing and, if necessary, ending such relationships because preserving individual freedom and inner peace is paramount. Lastly, cutting off unhealthy ties and relationships may be challenging in the short term, but in the long run, this step enables us to lead a healthier and freer life. Every relationship in our lives should support us, contribute to our growth, and make us better individuals. Following these principles to review and, when necessary, restructure our relationships is crucial for living a Stoic life. Section 4. Unnecessary worries. In our daily lives, the anxiety we feel in response to events can sometimes overwhelm us. Stoicism offers methods to identify these unnecessary worries and manage them effectively. Anxiety often arises from events we cannot control, leading to a waste of our energy. Firstly, it's important to accurately identify the source of our worries. By analyzing the situations that cause us anxiety, we need to determine which elements we can truly control. Stoics advise focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. This approach helps us worry less and enjoy the present moment more. Next, we can learn to cope with our worries through meditation and mindfulness practices. These techniques help calm our minds and gain more control over immediate situations. Spending a few minutes in silence each day can soothe our minds and make it easier to overcome our anxieties. Lastly, expressing our worries in writing is also beneficial. This allows us to assess our worries more objectively and question their realism. By doing so, we can clearly see which worries are unnecessary and which situations truly merit our attention. Thus, we avoid unnecessary stress and use our energy more efficiently. Section 5. Unrealistic goals and expectations. Throughout our lives, we often set goals that are unrealistic or ill-timed. These goals and the expectations they generate can lead to disappointment and diminish our motivation. Stoicism encourages us to be aware of such goals and expectations and to replace them with more realistic ones. Setting unrealistic goals not only creates a sense of failure, but also drains us emotionally. Therefore, when setting our goals, we should ensure that they are achievable and timely. In this process, distinguishing between short, medium, and long-term goals can be beneficial. Reflecting on each to determine what is truly important and achievable will be helpful. Managing our expectations is also crucial. Often, what we expect from others or ourselves can be unrealistic and unattainable. Such expectations can lead to constant dissatisfaction and disappointment. Therefore, we should regularly review our expectations and adjust them to more reasonable and achievable levels. In conclusion, unrealistic goals and expectations only deceive us and waste our energy. By eliminating these from our lives and replacing them with achievable, concrete goals, we can lead a healthier and more satisfying life. This not only drives us towards short-term successes, but also towards long-term happiness and inner peace. Section 6. Social media and digital addictions. Today, social media and digital platforms have become an integral part of our lives. However, excessive use of these tools can disconnect us from the real world, wasting our time and energy. Stoicism advises us to be aware of such digital addictions and to use them in a controlled manner. Limiting the time spent on social media is the first step in controlling this addiction. Using social media only during specific hours of the day or engaging in a complete digital detox for several days a week can relax our minds and bodies. These practices help reduce the impact of social media in our lives and promote more mindful usage. While using digital tools, it is also important not to neglect activities that involve real-life, face-to-face interactions and being in nature. Spending time with real people and in nature can help us escape the stress created by the digital world and preserve our mental health. Lastly, consuming digital content consciously and choosing quality, educational materials can help keep our digital addiction under control. As with all media consumption, adopting a quality and benefit-focused approach makes us feel more productive and satisfied. This allows us to establish a healthy relationship with the digital world and benefit from it optimally. Section 7. Bad habits. Mitigating the negative effects of bad habits is crucial for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Bad habits are often developed as a means to cope with emotional states such as stress, distress, or boredom. Stoicism encourages us to identify these habits and replace them with healthier behaviors. The first step is recognizing and accepting our bad habits. These may include smoking, overeating, or unnecessary internet use. Admitting to ourselves that we are aware of these habits and are ready to change is the first step in initiating the transformation process. Next, understanding why we maintain these bad habits is important. Often, they provide short-term relief but cause long-term harm. This understanding helps us develop alternative and healthy coping strategies. For instance, choosing to meditate or go for a walk when feeling stressed can be preferable alternatives to resorting to negative habits. Finally, consistent effort is required to develop and sustain new habits. Dedicating a specific time each day to new, healthy habits helps integrate them into our lives. This process requires patience and determination, but ultimately, we can lead a healthier and more fulfilling life. Letting go of bad habits and adopting new, positive ones is vital for living a Stoic life. Today, guided by Stoic philosophy, we discuss 7 crucial elements to eliminate from our lives. I hope this information helps you to rid yourself of unnecessary burdens and leads to a more peaceful life. Remember, Stoicism is not just a philosophical approach, but also a practical guide that can be applied in everyday life. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Subscribing will keep you informed about our new videos and supports us. We would love to hear your thoughts, questions, or experiences with Stoicism in the comment section. Your feedback helps us improve our content and strengthens our community. I wish you all a more mindful and free life. See you in our next video. Stay healthy and peaceful.